Hey guys, welcome back to an exciting another luxury unboxing. I'm going to unbox my very first Van Cleef Arpels piece. So if you want to check out the item that I selected for my very first VCA piece, definitely keep on watching. For those of you who might be new here, thanks so much for checking this out. I'm a full-time working mom, but in my spare time I love making these videos on fashion, beauty, mommy lifestyle, in addition to reselling as well. So those kind of things sound at all interesting. Definitely check out my other videos and also consider hitting that subscribe button too. Okay guys, so this is very exciting for me. I've had my eye on VCA pieces for quite some time, but just haven't, for whatever reason, decided to pick anything up. But about a month or so ago, I decided to walk into my very first VCA boutique, and I could not believe it, but they actually were able to order me the piece that I really wanted. So I'm so excited to share it with you guys. This is really a true unboxing. Although I obviously opened up the mailer box, I did not open up what's inside, so I want to kind of take you through how they package things, tell you a little bit more about this item that I picked up and why I did, and of course show you the beautiful piece as well. So if you've been watching my channel for any bit of time, you'll know that I'm a huge fine jewelry fan. I'm definitely partial to Cartier. As I've talked about before, I love my Cartier pieces that I usually wear on an everyday basis. But I wanted to expand my collection a little bit. Right now, besides the pieces I have from Cartier, I don't really have my eye on anything in particular. So I wanted to try out a different line. When I first started looking at VCA, I actually didn't even realize that they're part of the same parent company. So VCA is part of the same company as Cartier, go figure. But they have definitely unique design and style. So I wanted to try a piece out from VCA. So the story on this piece briefly, as you can see, is that I had it just mailed to me yesterday. I did purchase it after I tried it on in the boutique, but I had to send it off to get it sized for me. But in the boutique, I got the beautiful bag, and this is what it comes in. And I didn't actually get the piece though, but in the bag I had the receipt, and they gave me some really yummy chocolates. So as I mentioned, I had to have it sent off to have it sized, so I just got it in the mail yesterday. After anxiously awaiting probably a month or so for this piece, it finally came in. So here's how the box came to me yesterday. It has the branding, of course, on the top, and it has this really beautiful gray wrapping or tissue. So let me just pull out the pieces in the back. So the first piece, of course, is the receipt, and has a beautiful butterflies here. I mean, just gorgeous, as you can see. And it has the receipt in here, which I won't go through. It comes with I believe this is probably a care booklet. Yes, and it also has a certificate of authenticity, which is really nice with Cartier as well. It comes with a certificate of authenticity, and it has the information for your particular bracelet. So it has the serial number and when you purchased it. So it's really great to keep these, of course. I have a little file where I keep all of my certificates of authenticity for all of my luxury items. So I'm going to add this to that. And then I have, looks like a travel pouch, and this will kind of give away maybe as to what I got, but it's a beautiful, they're a classic sage type of color. It's just a little button travel pouch that you can put your piece in. So that was a really nice extra there. And then I believe I just have the item here. So let me just take it out. So it comes beautifully packaged, as you can see here, with the ribbon. So pretty. I just love this sagey green color and white. I think it's just beautiful. Okay, so let's take off the ribbon, and these boxes open, and then this top flap flaps down, so it's easy for you to remove your jewelry box. It's a beautiful sage green, and this will reveal the piece I picked up as my very first one, the beautiful vintage Alhambra 5 motif yellow gold bracelet, and this is the Guilloche design. Super pretty. Let me show you guys up close. This is the first time I'm seeing it in a month, so it is gorgeous. I'm so happy I got my hands on this piece. So see how it just shines so beautifully. It's faceted and just stunning. Okay, so let me take it out of the packaging here. So I've noticed that in the bottom here, there's this plastic bag, so I just wanted to check out what was inside. And it's actually the extra links. I mean, that's kind of cool. So I guess I can save this, and in case I ever maybe want to make it larger, I suppose maybe you could. But it's nice that they included the extra links here. Okay, so let me check this out. So this is gorgeous. So I was planning to stack this with my Cartier bracelets. And I don't think there's a correct side. I think they're both equally faceted. So it's faceted on both sides of each of the motifs. So it doesn't really matter which direction. You can feel the quality. It definitely has a little bit of weight to it. But I was hoping to stack it like with my Cartier pieces. Let's see if I can put it on myself. So, as you can tell, it's a little bit of a struggle for me to put it on one-handed, but I don't really care because I'm hoping to just wear this all the time and not take it off, kind of like my Cartier pieces. It is 18 karat gold, just like my other bracelets, so you should be able to do everything in it. So here is how the stack looks, and I think it's just perfect. I'm a little worried if either of these might scratch, either the Cartier Love Bracelet or this Guilloche VCA one, as it's jangling. But I mean, I don't mind a little bit of scratch, but we will see. I hope it's not too bad. But I think I want to wear it on the top like this. I don't know, if you stack yours and have these similar pieces, let me know which order I should put these in to kind of be the most comfortable and minimize scratching. But I sized it such that it would fit just like this. So I love this stack. I think it's so pretty. Let me show you guys up close. So I want to tell you guys a little bit how I decided on this piece, how I was able to score it, and kind of why I just fell in love with it. So for a while now, I've been wanting to add something to my 3 Cartier bracelets. And I wanted something that wasn't exactly the same and something that added a little bit of texture. So I looked at Cartier a little bit. I saw some of their nice link bracelets, but it was a little too delicate to go with these heftier pieces. So when I saw this particular Guilloche bracelet, I really knew this would be the piece because I think it's substantially enough to hold up to the Love and Just Un Clou. But it's also adding a lot of texture because it is a link bracelet. So I think this adds a lot of interest to the stack, and it's comfortable. And what made me really want to go for this is that it's just the pure 18 karat gold, meaning it's not the versions with the precious stones. So if you have stones on them, they're just gorgeous. Like I've seen the malachite, mother of pearl, and carnelian, for instance. Not to say that I will never pick those up. Don't get me wrong. I potentially will add those to my collection in the future. But at least for my first bracelet, one that I wanted to wear all the time and just really never take it off with my stack, I knew I had to go for the full 18 karat gold version. So this is a vintage Alhambra size of motif. It also comes, at least the motif, in a sweet Alhambra, which is a smaller motif, and also a larger motif called the Magic. So this motif is the vintage size, so again, the one in the middle. And this is the beautiful Guilloche faceting. So I love this over the other vintage Alhambra style of bracelet that looks more kind of matted. This one is just so shiny. This is definitely perfect for me. And I think it just adds a lot. So I'm excited to try this out. Of course, I will do a review of this after I've worn it for some time, just to totally kind of really get a feel for how it is and wear and tear. So how I was able to actually pick this up was interesting, like a lot of luxury shopping these days. So if you go online, this is never available, at least for maybe the 6 months that I've been kind of eyeing it. It always says call for availability. So at least in my area, although I'm very lucky and fortunate to have several luxury stores I love to shop at, I don't have a VCA boutique. I think the VCA boutiques aren't as common or as prevalent as a lot of other types of luxury stores. So when I was on vacation in Southern California recently, there is a VCA boutique in Los Angeles, so I decided to try to get an appointment and go down and see if they have any pieces that I would like. So I first went to the store, and for whatever reason, even though the mall or where the store was located was open, the particular boutique said they were closed. I have no idea why, but it was. So I said, all right, well, that's not good. So then I tried to make an appointment. So maybe there is an appointment online somewhere, but I decided to just try to call the boutique number. So I called that number, and there's a voicemail, and you can leave a message, which I did, but of course nobody ever called me back. So I was definitely a little bit frustrated with that experience so far, but even though I was frustrated with it, I had my heart set on getting a VCA piece, so I persisted. So then I went down in person again a few days later, and they were open, so I was happy about that. And of course, when you go to the door, there's a security person there saying that they're only taking appointments. So I said, okay, well, how do I make an appointment? I tried calling, but it just didn't work out. So there actually is a QR code that you could scan on the door that could make an appointment. But they also said, okay, wait a minute, let me see if somebody is available that can actually help you right now. So I said, great. So then my sales associate that actually helped me out luckily had some time, so she took me in for kind of an impromptu appointment. And it was a pretty quick visit because I knew exactly what I wanted. I essentially asked for the vintage Alhambra selections in complete or full 18 karat gold. So they actually didn't have many pieces, but she said, well, I do have one bracelet, the Guilloche one. And I said, you're not going to believe it, but that's the actual one that I wanted to look at. So she went in the back, picked this bracelet out, and I fell in love. So it was a super fast visit because I knew what I wanted. Luckily she had it, so it worked out very well. So I tried it on. I love the look of it, so I decided to purchase it. They are able to size it for you. So one tip I have, if you're buying a bracelet like this that needs to be sized, I really suggest you try to get it in the boutique. Even if somehow you are able to get it online, you just can't, of course, figure out the size as well as if you can if you're actually trying it on. So I'm so thankful I was able to try it on. They have different sizing options to try out the sizes for. And then they can figure out how many links they have to take out. So for me, it was a -6, so they had to order removal of 6 links, so that was considered a repair. So even though I purchased the bracelet that day, sadly, I could not take it home. She shipped it out and it got repaired. It took 4 weeks to get repaired, which is, I think, probably pretty standard these days. And then they mailed it back to me yesterday. So again, 6 links were removed, and for me, this is the perfect size. I have a relatively small wrist, I would say, so a lot of standard size bracelets, if I just purchase in the mass market or online, just don't work for me because they're too big. And I wanted a bracelet that had a little bit of room, as you can see here, but not too much because I don't want it to flop around too much because I didn't want it to scratch my other bracelets as much. So I'm hoping that the slightly tighter fit that I decided to go with works well. There's a little bit of room, as you can see here, which is always nice, but it's not a whole lot, and that's really what I wanted. So I just am thrilled with how this turned out. I'm so excited to start wearing this just every day is my plan. I hope it holds up well. I'm a little nervous about the links just because the link bracelet might be a little more delicate than the bangles, but I don't know. I'll check it out and see. I will do a full review once I test it out, of course, for you guys. So of course there are other items in this particular Guilloche line. In particular, I have my eye on the pendant. That currently is back ordered, so I actually did already order it. It's back ordered though, so I don't know if it's actually gonna come in, but I did actually pay for it already. So hopefully you will see an unboxing soon with that piece, or another piece if I come across one that I love. But it's kind of fun to try out a little bit of a new line of fine jewelry. So I'm really excited to see how this works out. I've been very pleased with my Cartier pieces, as I've said before. So I'm hoping that I will be equally pleased with this bracelet as well. Alright, well, thanks so much for watching this video, guys. I'm super excited to share with you if I pick up any other pieces from VCA this year, so definitely stay tuned for future unboxing videos as well. I hope you're staying safe and healthy. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!